down the white ceramic sabatons, hugging your arches, and your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions. The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full... It may be a while before you have all the pieces. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. For the day you have to fight someone Honorable One, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most virtuous. Oh, the modesty on this one. You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop. Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code, an ageless code, as fit for nomadic Ilmaran tribes traversing the vast Red Plateau. No. You see, you're putting the needs of others above yours. Don't think about it too much. Just say it. Are you ready to get knee-deep in honor? Yes, your deeds have spoken for you, Honorable One. But to fully drape one, even among the honorable, only the most dignified honor comes from deep within you. And to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, you need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the arch of... People will be in awe, admiring a police officer most honorable, in a sacred ritual of uttermost righteousness. Most dishonorable are those who have known honor, carried honor in their... You brought much shame on your family today. Your name will forever be...
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counsel, so let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping...
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
This is where you say your bit.
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed.
Detective.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing?
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh, this is a...
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to...
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up...
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the... Starting from the right. Boot size 40, sitting on his right. Standard working across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters loss. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44 on his neck. Let's call this one size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older in the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly. The missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Does it mean the Hardy Boys are involved in the drug trade as well? Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about 4 seconds, not...
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th. Or what? You want to be the 8th.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and...
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking.
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue...
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she. And
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around.
good. We are all watching each other.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Yeah. By friends. You mean...
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people's...
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking...
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ester 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock. I guess we're gonna see.
That was an unsure phrasing.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am. The fuck is that supposed to...
We're not bees. We're men.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying? So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Send back to Madre.
These people are trained military professionals with decades.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them. Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum. Arm them to the... What do you mean? Okay. Goddamn right we do.
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle hardened.
Yeah, we got reserves.
This guy will be the first one to bail.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints.
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's...
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. No, there aren't. Some little shit in his
Little shit.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big...
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene.
My answer is... fuck off.
And here we go. Back.
I know. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat.
Despite everything.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
The pretty boy. You guys really...
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Evrard? And what did he tell you? That we killed him? That we took a cargo belt? Because we did. All of us together. I hope.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to...
All 7 together. They're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice.
Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect...
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. this will not turn into a cross-examination.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of
What kind of...
the kind that shows up when you start a strike. The
A live grenade. Right.
This one has a special gripe with him.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Wrong? He harassed women, raped one.
From rape to harassment, he regrets mentioning it.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the... Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking...
There's some... Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a mark.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't, Titus. Keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge.
Who do you fucking think does?
That's right, asshole. Titus...
I think you got your answer.
No, you did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night...
We hanged him up by his neck.
Didn't they teach you anything?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cops.
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not...
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep.
We... Look, I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped.
That's right, lawman. And
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up. Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way. Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
like what, Copper? This is where you say your bit.
He's used.
Detective,
Hey,
Do not let their squeals.
What is he?
hey, ask.
we're looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh,
Oh, he.
I can't.
You might.
Do a head count. Start sitting across a cement, and then the M in the far corner. Size in the mid. In conclusion, these set exactly the missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Maybe.
The fuck is with you, fella? What? Or
Actually,
She.
shut the.
It.
So let...
that's right. You're not
Good.
There's no point in pushing it further. He thinks. This is all
Yeah,
Wouldn't want to.
nervous.
This is what...
Let them.
you heard.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The fuck is
We're not.
easy?
Yeah.
These people...
No, they're not. We got weapons of our own. We, I guess,
That was an unsure phrasing.
right about what? The big fucking. What do you mean? Okay,
God fuck. Yeah.
This guy will be the first one to bail.
like he.
We'll do that. The person...
The thought forms in your head like a lightning.
Thank you.
That's my.
Yeah, man.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place. No,
Little
Whatever you...
there.
Not quite yet.
My aunt,
I know.
despite
Go fuck.
That's more like it, boys. You heard it.
the pretty
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter.
Ebrar, and what did because?
there's a catch hidden somewhere.
There is no catch.
Or they're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
Huh?
There was a...
How the fuck?
Interesting.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. Are you there? Do you...
A trick, Titus. Keep addressing it.
Who do you fucking think does?
That.
No. You did not get an answer. Tight.
Why? Cause I ain't
What kind?
the kind that
Alive?
This one
I can't prove it. But wrong
from
to kill us all,
Yeah.
A grab?
Yeah. Show me your con. Why don't...
aren't you?
Yeah.
this seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why?
No.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We hang.
Didn't they?
You're pretty
The autopsy showed there...
The lieutenant.
Yeah.
That's right.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up. Actually, they're admiring.
This is where you say your bit.
He's you.
Detective,
Hey,
Do not let.
What is?
hey, ask.
we're looking for...
You.
Oh, he.
I can't.
You might.
Do a head count. Sit across and then in on it. Let's call the in. In conclusion, exactly the missing lady driver who was maybe.
The fuck is with you, fella? What? Or
Actually.
She.
Shut the.
It.
So let...
that's you're not
Good.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks.
Yeah,
Wouldn't want to.
Nervous.
This is...
Let them.
you heard.
Yeah. A well-oiled
The
We're not.
Yeah.
These people...
No, they're not. We. I guess we're gonna.
That wasn't
Right about what? The fuck is goddamn?
terrarium.
What do you mean? Okay,
God fuck. Yeah.
This guy will be the first one.
like he.
We'll do... The person...
The thought forms in your head.
Thank you.
That's mighty.
Yeah, man.
You would. Who fucking who?
Yeah.
Not quite.
My answer is fuck.
And here.
I know.
This
Go fuck.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him.
The
Funny. But my partner and I...
Ebrard? And what because?
There's a catch hidden somewhere.
There is no catch?
Or they're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them.
Huh?
There was...
How the fuck?
Interest.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Are you dead? Do you...
A trick, Titus. Keep addressing him.
Who do you fucking think does?
Titus, no one was thinking...
That there's any question who's the leader.
No. No. No! Fuck no! The big...
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one.
Why? I ain't...
What kind?
The kind that...
I like...
This one.
I can't.
Cause...
Really?
Yeah. We could...
Sire, this is a serious violation of the karaoke.
Wrong? Yeah.
From here we go.
To kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabbed someone...
Yeah. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
Aren't you?
Yeah.
This seems like they don't want to talk about that rape.
No.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We...
Didn't they...
You're pretty...
The autopsy...
The lieutenant...
Yeah.
That's...
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then, Titus is solid as a rock. And so are a few others. But...
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how
Fuck off, Shanky.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no...
Right fuck.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, Copper? How many people have you sent to the Shays?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary?
He's clearly been in solitary...
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
You don't have to keep answering his question.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way.
known him? Yeah.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that...
By the Pines Cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid ass. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Nothing. Your investigation here is done.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy. And now she...
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Yeah, I heard him. Now, let me state this very clearly, Capo.
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his... But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
You still on about that bullet?
Indeed, mighty.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world. I guess
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
Wow! He's got it in a...
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last...
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his gun.
No, he meant before he was hanged.
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head.
Around the bullet, man. That's a...
All the goofing around, they're only pretending to enjoy this.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere. Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race. Did you already try the gun thing? I hear that you're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Stop shitting your pants. The law.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
No, asshole. You're nobody.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment!
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions, that's all.
This is where you say your bit.
He's you.
Detective,
Hey,
Do not let the...
What is...
hey, ask.
we're looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh, this is about...
Oh, he.
You might.
Do it. Sit across and in on it. Let's sign in conclusion. These 7 are the maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about...
The fuck is with you, fella? What? Oh,
Actually,
She...
shut the...
It...
So let...
That's right. You're not...
Good.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want...
Nerva.
This is...
let them...
You. Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
What do you mean? Okay. Got it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
This guy will be the first one to bail.
Like it.
We'll do that. The person...
The thought forms in your head.
Thank you.
That's...
Yeah, man.
You would need good, trustworthy... No.
Little...
Whatever you...
There.
Not quite yet.
My aunt...
I know.
Go fuck...
That's more like it, boys. You.
The pretty...
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Everard. And what? Because...
There's...
There is no catch.
Or they're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arrest.
Huh?
There was...
How the fuck?
Enter it.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. Are you dead? Do you...
A trick, Titus. Keep a...
Who do you fucking think does?
Titus.
That the...
No.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of...
Why? I am.
What kind...
The kind that...
Alive?
This one.
I can't prove it.
Because one night...
Really?
Yeah.
This is a serious violation.
Wrong.
From... Here we go.
Kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. Show me your con. Why don't you...
Aren't you?
Yeah.
This seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned.
No.
There's nothing you can do for now.
We...
You're pretty...
The autopsy showed...
The lieutenant...
Yeah. That's...
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Titus is solid as a rock. And...
Of course.
Fuck.
Keep your eye on this. Powerful.
And
This one is a stone wall.
like what, Copper?
Nothing.
I think we're going to stick around. Thanks. I've done this...
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law. Oh,
And what's gonna happen if we don't?
yeah, let me...
Explosive, but having Everard back you up like that did...
You.
Indeed.
Well,
It's bound.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence?
You know, around the.
Their only
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk.
No, he meant...
Before? After?
never...
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Huh? You got a problem with...
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10...
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around.
So what? What do you want?
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. If you don't, if you question her, harass her.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rag.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some...
I don't understand.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relation.
Was like that karaoke incident.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
I know her.
How well...
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth.
Well enough, Copper. We party.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck...
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had... Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need you.
Titus gives them both. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Remember what I said. Freight train of...
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's got...
All right. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
You're back? Good. You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course, Detective. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt... How could I stop you? Are we not human?
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Oh. So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. And
Perhaps he is.
a referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my. A real door. That's good to hear, Detective. Police work...
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Yes. That's the talk about town. The Hardy Boys, they're called. Find the name rather amusing. Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will gladly tell you.
She must really want you to look in. She was worried for a moment that she's overplayed her hand by not sharing info sooner.
How benevolent. Hopefully they'll help you sort this whole business out. If they have... Oh my.
Her mind races to the conclusion that most benefits her interest.
It looks like you may untie this knot yet. I wouldn't have taken Everard for a saber rattler.
No, it was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
Or he wants you and me to believe he wants to go to war. I'll think it over, Detective.
This gave her pause. Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself.
What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot to consider, and may have helped me prevent this conflict from escalating. Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where... Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats, and not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed.
Oh no, she's sentimental.
I'm over-radiated, Detective. I do silly things sometimes, out of pale-related sickness.
So it was a factor in her coming to Mart.
Do not spend 22 days a year in Pale Transit. Don't waste your 20s slumming it with your stupid friends. And don't deliver. Are you satisfied, Detective? What else can you tell me about your...
She's pointing it quite hard in there. Feels like a...
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective.
She is more defensive.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this... Of course, Detective. Should something come up... Until then, is there anything I can help?
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself. What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% out. Wow. The gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably eat. There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives...
From the void we came. This is not the cleanest bathtub in... that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid, you feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to... Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the... What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking... The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. You're closed. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of paper. Arson. Petty theft. You don't exactly... It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want? This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, cause of failure. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes and true love is possible. only in the next world. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell ledgers have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. The case files do not show you finding them. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options, a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done? AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability. You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No. Leslie, and can you keep yourself threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemiaki to take them out? It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill. Every good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop yours. Kill them. He came at us. And at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment, it can't get out of his apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound. That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. Who knows? Those pages are missing. Don't worry, one day you may still catch the man with the square gun. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it. Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, they were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up. No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the murder. Tum-tum-tum at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joe's, beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner JM, only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo, said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Mills didn't get off the pot, not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it okay. So the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubble. Yeah. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. And you don't know. Yeah, he liked his hookah. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was murder at the hookah. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there. Oh, yeah. Like a horse. Oh, look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked too. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way. And you, a little, you make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of... It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone in? Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your... Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol? You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free. The bed is still cold from the broken... The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close...
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you're not cooperating. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort.
And there's a lot of it. Ever present in your organ. That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
And why might that be the case? What lava lights on such a bloated corpse to be?
Oh yes, That'll check.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why? Sure you...
At least they're interesting. Each one has a pros. People are beautiful. Statuesque.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these
Let it...
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that